What's going on, guys? Aggronix, welcome back to the ACL Season 2. Today we jump into our Week 5 game against Shadow Tash and the Manchester Ninjasks. I knew his team. Not even a problem. I knew it off the cuff, pretty much. Welcome back. Today we play Shadow, and his team is quite threatening. It is Jirachi, Toxapex, Dragalge, Alomomola, Trevenant, Misdreavus, Superior Flygon, Claydol, Tauros, Chansey, and Mega Audino. Very, very bulky team with Jirachi, Toxapex, Chansey, Audino. Very, very bulky. Superior and Flygon as wall breakers is very, very threatening, as is Dragalge. And he's doing very, very well. I believe he's 3-1 as well. So we got to be really, really careful this week. We're bringing a few new faces. Actually, yeah, 2 new faces. And their presence is really, really important. I'm actually, oof, I fucked this up. So I'm going to quickly stop recording and I'll be RB. Alright, so this is the team that we're going in with against Tash. I don't know why I stuttered there because there was nothing really to fucking think about. We have especially defensive Mega Steelix, Earthquake, Heavy Slam, Dragon Tail, and Stealth Rock. Especially defensive, 56 speed just to outspeed Toxapex. Earthquake does 50% to Toxapex, which is really, really nice. That's to a physically defensive set as well, so we're going to 2 KO, you know, that thing. Steelix was Jirachi completely, it was Dragalge pretty well, it was Audino very well, it was Chansey pretty well, it was Tauros very well. It can take on most of his team. Which is really, really nice, and it gives us Stealth Rocks, which his hazard removal is Claydol, which is a pretty good hazard removal, but we can capitalize on Claydol with stuff like Tapu Fini and stuff like that. And the next one, which is Malachite, the Tyranitar. Leftover Sandstream with Crunch, Stone Edge, Dragon Dance, and Substitute. Enough HP to where Chansey's Seismic Toss does not break my sub. And Crunch Stone Edge hits his entire team for neutral. You know, it's really, really good. And Substitute, like I said, is just to get up against the Chansey, but it's also there for stuff like the Jirachi if it's Choice Scarf. Toxapex can't break my sub with Scald. Dragalge, if he's, you know, -2, you know, special attack with Draco, I can set up a substitute, let him go for another one, stuff like that. Alomomola, I can live or not break a substitute depending on the roll. And then stuff like Misdreavus as well, which is really nice. And this thing is great because it immediately pressures stuff like Claydol and Misdreavus and stuff like that. Stuff that's kind of tough to kill. Next, we have... Hopefully that came out alright on the thing. Let me check. Yes, it did. We have X-Wing the Crobat, a new member. Black Sludge Infiltrator with Brave Bird, Taunt, Super Fang, and Roost. His Brave Bird resistance is Jirachi. Every other mon on his team, I believe, is neutral. Yes, it is. Which is really nice. So I can basically just go for Brave Bird, Taunt, Super Fang, Roost, and just get off a lot of good damage. The only thing that sucks is that Crobat can be burned by Alomomola and Toxapex's Scald, but that's, you know, what can you do? This thing is great because it outspeeds his entire team, and it basically shuts down his biggest threat in Superior. I mean, Superior is a very, very scary mon, but Crobat cannot lose, unless Superior's Choice Scarf. But if it is, it still doesn't beat Crobat, you know, so yeah, Crobat completely shuts down Superior, which is great. And I think Oko's it every single time with Brave Bird, or if not, just puts it really, really low, where somebody can revenge it, or something like that, which is nice. It's also really, really great for, you know, Chansey, Audino, Toxapex. It resists poison, which is nice, so I can switch into Dragalge sometimes, and his quad resists fighting, so if Dragalge goes for Focus Blast, we eat those, and is immune to ground. It's just really, really good against his team, and I definitely couldn't pass it up this week. And we have max HP, enough speed to outspeed, like I said, the Superior, which is the fast man on his team, and then the rest in Spadef to take hits from Superior, Dragalge, Audino, stuff like that. So Raiden's job is very, very simple, just to break down the walls. Raikou hits super effectively on pretty much everything except for the bottom 3. It hits super effectively on Jirachi, Toxapex, Dragalge, Alomomola, Trevenant, Misdreavus, Superior, Flygon, and Claydol. The only ones that doesn't hit super effectively is Tauros, Chansey, and Audino. Chansey is never going to be beaten, you know, by Raikou. That'll never happen. I will never be able to beat it. However, Audino is good because, you know, I can Volt Switch on it, go into aggro and get a lot of damage off, and the same goes for Chansey as well, because aggro can come in and do a lot of damage to that. We are bringing aggro this week because his rock resist is Flygon, Claydol, Jirachi. None of those really, really want to take a head smash, which is really nice. So yeah, Raiku's very, very good in this matchup. It outspeeds, like Crobat, his entire team, and immediately forces out stuff like the Alomomola, and possibly forces Flygon to be Yachi Berry or Choice Scarf. We'll have to find out. I'm not sure. Flygon is definitely one of his biggest threats, for sure. As is Dragalge. I don't think he'll bring both, but he might. I don't know. It's really weird, Tash's team, because he kind of just brings whatever he thinks he needs, But that could be anything. He could just kind of feel like he wants to use Claydol this week and do a lot of work to me, so I don't know. But we'll see what happens there. And I don't think you're able to see the last two mons, so I'm going to move them, pop them up to the top really quickly. And I'm going to put Aggron up on top because that's cool. We have Aggron! The boy! We have Aggron back once again. Aggron we did draft basically kind of as a meme pick, but I also knew that it would be really good in situations like this. Head Smash is great against his team. Of course, he has more resistances than most teams. He has 3 resistances, but those mons do not take Head Smash very, very well. Flygon can straight out get O-code, you know, depending on if rocks are up or not, and if he's taking chip. Jirachi takes it decently well, takes about 40% if he's a standard choice scarf set. And Claydol, if he's physically defensive, takes it okay, like 40%. But if he's not, it can just 2 KO. Whether I'll outspeed him, I'm not sure, because Aggron is running enough speed to outspeed, I believe Claydol. But, I mean, yeah, I guess it's Claydol. What would it be, actually? I don't remember, to be honest. It might have been a... Oh, do you know what it was? I think it was Max Speed Dragalge. It was Max Speed Dragalge. Yes, it was. And if I put this down, it goes to 205. No, it doesn't go to 206. So why is it 207? Questions, questions, questions. I don't want to fuck with this because I don't want to mess up. Is it oh, it might be Misdreavus, actually. It's definitely Misdreavus. It's definitely Misdreavus. 206. So 207 is just to outspeed that. That's actually not nice. I'm going to give it a few more points because Aggron's bulk really doesn't matter too much. So Aggron's nice because it outspeeds Toxapex, Misdreavus, Trevenant, Alomomola, Claydol more than likely. Audino, Chansey, all those, and it basically just gets a kill every time it comes in, which is awesome. And it's a great wall breaker on this team, and I'm really, really excited to use it. Earthquake and Ice Punch are just there for, you know, just to hit things. If I predict correctly, I can Oko the Flygon and Twitch in with Ice Punch, Oko the Jirachi with Earthquake, and do a ton of damage to Claydol with Heavy Slam, stuff like that. And Sonic, the Tapu Fini, is very, very important because running leftovers. Moonblast, Shadow Ball, Nature's Madness, and Taunt. Nature's Madness, Taunt is very, very important at breaking down mons. Unfortunately, Tapu Fini doesn't have reliable recovery. It only has leftovers. We use Chansey, Seismic, Toss, and, you know, Audino's Dazzle Gleams. They will eventually start to rack up, and I can't let Tapu Fini get too weak because it is my really only check to that Flygon. But, yeah, Shadow Ball is just there for the Toxapex and the Jirachi. It hits them neutrally as well, which is nice because they're the only mons in his team that resist. Things. So I'm going to open this set here, and I believe... What is this? I don't know. I don't know what this is. So I'm quickly going to just throw all my sets into the damage calc, and while I'm doing that, I will connect with the boys, and we'll see what happens. Leads. Mons, I think he's going to bring. I think he's going to bring Flygon for sure. I think more likely Dragalge, even though I have 2 steel types into Tyranitar and stuff like that. I think he will bring Dragalge because it's such a great wall breaker against me. I don't think Serperior is coming because I have Crobat, but he might. And if he does, I have to be careful because, although I also have Raikou, so I guess I don't have to be too careful, but, you know, I just have to be aware that, you know, that could fuck me up, so. I guess I'm just going to see what happens. I don't know what that is. Shadow Tash. I don't know Shadow's name on thing. I think this is him. So yeah, I'm expecting him to bring Flygon for sure. Dragalge more than likely. And then Toxapex, Audino. Maybe Tauros, but again, Steelix walls it. And I think Claydol is very, very... I'm sure about Claydol as well. And then Alomomola, because Alomomola is the bane of my existence. It's the worst mon to face in the world. So, yeah. I just gotta ask him there quickly. I think... Oh, there he is. Big boy Steve. Hi, Steve.
Hi, bros.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, man.
Steve is here.
Hi.
Steve is gonna be in the video. I don't want him to. You know. What have you done?
Continue the video.
I'll have to fuck's sake. I'll have to see what he's done later, but we'll see. Okay, come on, Shadow. Let me just message him there. Okay. So yeah, I think he's gonna bring Galgi Flygon. He might bring Mischievous, but it kind of gets shut down by Taunt, Crobat, and Taunt Tapu Fini, so we'll see. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. It's Shadow Tash, yeah. I guess I'm just gonna challenge him because he's not responding. Oh, he's offline. Oh no! Well, we'll be right back. Okay, so let's go. We're gonna accept Tash's challenge. Let's go. So, no Flygon. That's great to see. Okay. That's really great to see. No Flygon. Aggron outspeeds 5 possibly. I know 4 pretty much for sure, unless he's running a max speed Chansey. I know 4 pretty darn sure. Claydol is a maybe. Depends if he runs more speed or not. And then Jirachi will always outspeed me, for sure. Because natural base speed always outspeeds me. But you know, he might be running a fucking Iron Ball or something. I don't know. So leads, I think I want to lead with either Crobat or Tapu Fini. I would think I would be more, or I could lead with Aggron. It depends on what I really think he's lead with. I think he's going to lead with either Claydol or Jirachi because I can't get rid of rocks. But rocks aren't too bad against me. It doesn't really touch Steelix. Doesn't touch Aggron. It really only touches Crobat and Fini because Fini doesn't have recovery. But, so yeah, I think, although Claydol and Jirachi both beat Crobat, so I guess I would lead with Tapu Fini. Also, a, Calm Mind Jirachi would be really bad, actually. I'm just kind of starting to notice that. Steelix is great, but if Steelix drops, we're in trouble. So, I could lead with Tyranitar if I think they're going to lead with one of those two, because Tyranitar will live one of hits of something. But I got rid of Taunt on Steelix. You're being weird, Steve. Stop it. You're distracting me. I'm gonna lead with Crobat. I think if he leads with Claydol or Jirachi, or I could lead with Aggron. I don't know what he'd lead with. What would he expect me to lead with? He'd expect me to lead with Steelix. So he might lead with Claydol. I think he's gonna lead with Claydol. I think he's gonna lead with Claydol. I think he's gonna lead with Claydol. I'm gonna lead with Tapu Fini. Lead with Tapu Fini. He leads with Trevenant. Holy shiznizzle. Okay, so well, we get the Misty Surge up early, which is nice. Trevenant can't do too much. To be honest, I don't even know what the fuck Trevenant does. It gets Swords Dance, technically. It does have access to Swords Dance. It can kind of do that. It has Harvest, so it is bulky. It has Trick Room as well, which I didn't know, actually. But it can't do too much except for Leech Seed, which I guess it might do. I could go on Aggron if I know he's not going to attack me, but I don't know about that. I'm going to go into Crobat, I think. I think Crobat is the best play. Because this Trevenant, I mean, if it's banded, we'll know, and then I'll swap into Tyranitar. He doubles into Audino. That's completely fine with me. I have no problem with that. I'm just going to go... Do I want to go for a Taunt or a Super Fang? Taunt means that I'm completely safe. Does it? Wait. Does Audino get Thunder Wave? I think it does. It does get Thunder Wave, so he might try to do that. He also gets access to Wish. Or, sorry, not Wish. Of course Wish. Trick Room. Which he might be running a Trick Room team. Yeah, Trick Room might be a thing he's trying to do. Because, you know, I have Crobat and Raikou are really, really fast mons. So, he can't really do much to hurt me. Yeah, I'm just going to go for Taunt. I go for Taunt here as he stays in, and he goes for Knockoff. So he gets rid of my recovery. And I think I want to... I could go for Super Fang, or I could taunt again, predicting him to switch out. I think there's a chance that he just stays in, to be honest. He didn't Mega Evolve. He doesn't have to. First turn, he can keep his Regenerator if he wants. But it doesn't really make a difference. Really, a huge difference. What do I want to do? I could taunt again. He can't really do much to me. Much of anything, really. I'm gonna taunt. I think he's gonna switch into Claydol or Jirachi. Would he though? He'd probably just eat the hit and then swap it. I don't know. Could also swap an Aggron, but there's a very, very likely chance switching to Claydol, and I don't want to be in that situation. So I'm just gonna go for a taunt again. I'm just gonna see. He does withdraw into Jirachi, so I'm glad I went for the taunt. So Jirachi is taunted. He cannot go for rocks or whatever like that. I could go into Aggron if I think he's going to actually go for U-turn. I could go into Steelix. Steelix is a pretty decent play. I have one turn left of Misty's terrain after this, and Steelix is my check to this Jirachi. And I do want to get my Mega off. I want to get my Mega Evolution because Steelix is much more useful to me Mega Evolved. I could also go into Tyranitar if I really think he... Oh, he could go for U-turn actually. That would be a poor play. Although he probably wouldn't U-turn in front of a Crobat. Or, well, no, he would, wouldn't he? Show me Crobat's set there quickly. Against a Jirachi. Choice Scarf Jirachi, Zen Headbutt. Iron Head does nothing. Zen Headbutt can't kill me. It can't kill me. And Zen Headbutt is stronger than Psychic, so Psychic couldn't do it either. Unless he was, a plus nature, which he couldn't be. So I think I kind of want to go for just like a Super Fang or a Roost, because I think he's going to U-turn, quite honestly. And this Jirachi is an issue. And I want to find out if he's like substitute or not. If I go into Steelix and he U-turns, then he can go into Toxapex, and that's an issue. Because he gets to get up Toxic Spikes for free. So I can go on a Raikou, I guess. I don't want to lose Crobat so early though. I really don't want to lose Crobat because it's such a good pivot. I don't know anything about this Jirachi though, which is scary. I'm gonna go for Super Fang. If I fuck up, then he can't kill me unless he's like Banded or Specs, and I expect him to be leftovers. Super Fang comes off. Doom Desire. Huh. Well then. Doom Desire is, I believe, a Steel type move. 'Tis indeed. Hits 2 turns after being used. So he used it this turn. So not the next turn, but the turn after that. He went for Doom Desire. He didn't show leftovers. No leftovers. I think this is where he attacks, to be honest. I don't think he goes for, like... I don't know. I don't think he goes for a... I think, like, what I'm saying is I think he goes for a Psychic here. If he has it. I don't think he U-turns. Because there's a Crobat in front of him that just did 50%. It can do another 50% if he lets me. So I think I'm going to go on a Steelix. He could also switch... What would he switch into? Claydol, I guess. I guess Steelix doesn't want to be in front of Claydol. I could risk it again and go for another Super Fang. But... I went for Doom Desire, so this thing is fucking insane. I'm going to... I'm going to go on a Tapu Fini. I think Tapu Fini is my play, because if he doubles into Claydol, I'm fine. If he goes for Psychic, I'm fine. And, yeah, I'm going to go on Tapu Fini. He withdraws into Toxapex. So, unfortunately, the good old Doom Desire is going to hit this turn. But we should be able to take it relatively well. Relatively well. I really want to swap into Aggron to take it, but I don't think I can. Can I look up how much Doom Desire will do? I guess I can. Tapu Fini. Doom Desire is a very, very cool set. I do like that a lot. It's good. It only does 50%. That's not too much. And, yeah, like choice specs. I don't think a choice specs affects how much damage it does. It does. Wow. Okay. So maybe he's choice specs. I'm not sure. Although no, I don't know. I'm just gonna go for taunt here. I go for taunt of the Toxapex as it goes for infestation. So this is what I was kind of worried that he would do this, because it's yeah. What can you do? He used infestation. He used infestation, you know. So he's gonna kill my Tapu Fini right here, unless I get off Nature's Madness. I do get off the damage, so he'll probably kill me with. No, I live the skull. Don't burn. Thank you. So I get off another Nature's Madness, I guess. So he's gonna kill my Tapu Fini using infestation. So you know, I can't be too angry. It's a move. Infestation's gonna kill me though. Now, do I go into Aggron? Jirachi is at 50%. Claydol I probably outspeed. I might be able to just get a quick kill right here. I could also go in a Tyranitar and try to set up on this thing. Actually, I might just sweep him if I do that right now. And I did the same thing last week or a week before where I was like hesitant, then I did it and it worked. If I substitute and he switches out into any Mon, I'm fine. He probably will switch out. Because I'll put the sand up and I'll substitute on him. I definitely outspeed him. If he goes for Infestation, I don't think Infestation works if I'm substituted, but if it does, I don't think it does. I might actually fucking look it up. Does Infestation work on substitute? Because I have no idea. Substitute is a funny move. If your opponent has the ability Infiltrator, the substitute bypass was normal. Wait, okay, wait. Pokemon behind substitute can be afflicted by paralysis or sleep. Come on. Why Pokemon? I'm gonna fucking take the risk. Fuck it! Fuck it! Go into Tyranitar. Put your money on Tyranitar. He'll do the fucking job for you. I'm gonna go for substitute. Go for sub. He goes for recover, that's fine. I'm gonna go for Dragon Dance right here. And I don't know how much I have to get up to, but he's taken chip damage with sand, which is nice. So I'm gonna Dragon Dance. Scald shouldn't break the sub, doesn't. Which is really nice. We're in a really good spot. I'm gonna Dragon Dance again. Fuck. I think I've won the game as long as I don't fuck this up and don't miss Stone Edges. But even if I miss one, the only man on his team that breaks a sub is Claydol and Trevenant, and I just crunch against them. He does break my sub, but I'm going to substitute again. You can't stop me. I think that's it. As long as Tyranitar, dude, Tyranitar was a last minute decision as well. Stephen will vouch. Last fucking minute. Preach. So Toxapex will be at 52%, which is definitely an easy kill for Stone Edge. There's no question in my mind. If I'm a +3, no question. I lose to this rip. I think he does. I think he does. Wait, did I? Yeah, I'm clicking substitute, which is good. Scald comes off. No crit, which is lovely. Does 2 Scalds break my thing? I think 2 Scalds does. He has no priority in his team. I think I need to get the +3. I need to check Trevenant. If Trevenant has a Cobra Berry, does he live? A Crunch. He does. At +3. Not a... Ooh. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know if I want to get greedy. He goes into Audino, which... the sand is now gone, which means my special defense is much lower, so I need to keep that in mind. Stone Edge at +3 to Audino I don't think does the trick. So I think I need to go for another Dragon Dance. Not even close. Oh, well, okay. I could Stone Edge twice and hope I kill. I think I have to go Stone Edge twice, to be honest. I think I have to Stone Edge twice. Yeah, I have to stone twice. I have to just not miss. Don't miss. Don't miss. Okay, that's one. Crit! Oh! Oh! Don't queef. Crit! I'm not sorry, to be honest, because he used Infestation. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but like... Oh my god, crit. So, okay, he would have broken my sub, which is actually huge, so he didn't. So Chansey comes in now. Chansey, do you live 2 crunches a +3? Because I don't want to miss. Crunch does the job. I'm going to go for Crunch. He cannot break my substitute. I could drag him down again, but I'm not going to. Seismic Toss breaks my sub. I'm going to drag him down, or I'm going to substitute. I'm going to substitute. I'm going to substitute because there's no reason for me not to. He's going to go for Seismic Toss. He's not going to break my sub, and then I Crunch again. Tyranitar is going to get a 6-0 sweep. Tyranitar is going to get a 6. He goes for counter. That cheeky monkey.
How many marks do you have?
5.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Crunch kills. He doesn't live. Ever. Can I forfeit? Nope. Nope! We need these views, boy! We need these views.
6-0 sweep with Tyranitar in all.
Well, 5-0 sweep because Tapu Fini died. Rest in peace, Tapu Fini. But gave Tyranitar the chance to come in and sweep. So, Toxapex, okay? Toxapex is a good mon, but I would never draft it for the exact scenario that you're seeing right now because it is extreme setup fodder. And, okay, it has haze, and it can do all this stuff, but at the end of the day, you know, it dies. It dies to shit. Toxapex. Unfortunately, my sand is gone. Stone Edge never kills, Crunch never kills. I'm just going to go for Crunch. If he has Rocky Helmet, he can technically stall me, but I'll just Dragon Dance again on the turn if he goes for like recover, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to go for Crunch. I assume he has Rocky Helmet. He doesn't. He does break my sub. But at this point, even if a Mon comes in, I doubt they'll be able to kill me. So we kill the Toxapex, which is nice. Which is nice. You can take the jelly beans, dude. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. We're all friends here. Even if this thing is Scarf, there's no way it outspeeds me, right? I'm pretty sure. Jirachi dies. Tyranitar is going to get a 6-0. Well, not 6. Fuck. It kills the 6 mons, alright? That's what I mean. Now, if this thing is... I kind of want to substitute. Just to see what this thing wants to do. Because I don't know. Because I think he has a Cobra Berry, but if he did, he would have gone into it ages ago. I'm gonna substitute just to scout. Just to scout. He goes for Will-O-Wisp, and that is game.
He missed.
Well, no, I have substitute up.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Mr. Steven. Just said your whole name. It doesn't matter. Follow him on FIFA. If you want, Steve. Come back. Oh, you just got fucking jukes. So yeah, Tyranitar kills 6 mons. Tyranitar is the top of the leaderboard, bitches. I think Saigai was talking about a mon with 10 kills. Tyranitar is 13, alright? Fuck off. I lost when sub was revealed. Like, okay, when I say before the game, I mean I had Delmise and then changed it to Tyranitar because I was afraid of Dragalogy. Which, he didn't bring Dragalogy or Flygon, which I'm very, very surprised about. Or Alomomola. So, yeah. Good game to Shadow Tash. We get a 5-0 win against the Manchester Ninjasks. And we are now 4-1. GG, my friend Tash. I'm sorry about the crit on Aldino. All it did... Well, it made my job way easier. Because that means that... although I would have subbed on the Chansey anyway. Even if you did click counter. So... And you couldn't break my sub because I had 401 EVs. Reminds me of Serp win. I guess... yeah, kinda. Yeah, kind of. If you didn't know, Shadow just absolutely destroyed Afonso with a Superior. And this kind of was the same back to Shadow, who, you know, is the owner of Superior. So, yeah. What a fucking crazy game. I was expecting to lose this game because I never do well against stall teams. I say that, but I think I do okay against them. But I always am very, very worried about them. But I think we did pretty well. We are now 4-1 with a positive. I think. Oh, I think he's on the fucking screen, boy. He's on the screen. Hey, I think we're going to be 4-1 plus 14, which is lovely. So if you guys have enjoyed this battle, make sure to heavy slam the like button down below for us and subscribe if you aren't already to become a member of the Aggronix. That being said, have yourselves a wonderful day, and bye bye.
You're a good game, bro.
Thank you.